Hello, my name is Jin S. pastor at Church of All Nations. I've also had the privilege of serving on the General Assembly's Special Committee on the Belhar Confession. Our committee unanimously recommended adoption of the Belhar as our latest confession in our Book of Confessions, and it was passed overwhelmingly at the last General Assembly here in Minneapolis. The reason why I think this is a very important confession for us to adopt, aside from it being the first non-Western confession, if adopted, it really moves us toward contending seriously with the heresy of apartheid and racism, not only in South Africa but here in our own country, and having a confession that specifically deals with that. The confession is drenched in scriptural allusions and metaphors and quotes. It is a deeply biblical and orthodox document, in my opinion, after years of study, including meeting with the original authors of that document. I am aware of some of the concerns. I'd like to address those concerns directly, if I may. One is that Confession of 67 deals with the issue of racism. It does do that, but it's dealing with all of the social movements of the 60s and our need to be faithful in that time. And it doesn't deal specifically with what I regard as the original sin of America, racism, head on. And if we're going to talk about redundancy as an issue, then we would have to exclude a number of our current confessions, which are quite redundant, but we accept them all because of the contextualization that they're embedded in the various countries and various times that those confessions were written in. So we have plenty of redundancy in the 9 confessions currently in our Book of Confessions, and yet value them each in their own way. In terms of it being a Trojan horse for other issues like gay ordination and such, the Bible right now is used by some people as a justification for gay ordination and other things. So I don't think we would consider removing the Bible because some people are using it in that way. It's possible that Barman Declaration and others can be interpreted in new ways. The issue of gay ordination was never on the map or considered in the 80s when this was written, and so to do that would be anachronistic and unfair. And it is a brief enough confession to really study, even if people haven't done it as much. I understand that there's a survey that says most people in the PCUSA don't know about it, but it is really important and urgent enough, in my opinion, that be studied even now, if possible. And there's plenty of supporting resources, including a resource that our own denomination has come up with on studying the Belhar. So for the sake of racial reconciliation, for the sake of moving our church into a more orthodox position regarding the sin of racism, in terms of connecting with the RCA and CRC, who are sister Reformed denominations here in the U.S., who are also almost to the point of adoption of this confession, and especially to stand in solidarity not only with the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa, but our own anti-racist movement here in the United States. I heartily recommend that we adopt the Belhar Confession in our own denomination. Thank you.